Hello, Laker fans. My name is Kobe Sato, and this is the Laker Holics live postgame show. Thank you to the people currently streaming through YouTube and Facebook. Make sure to subscribe. Thanks for the support. The Lakers lost tonight to the Phoenix Suns tonight at the Footprint Center for the start of their two-game road trip with a final score of 130 to 104. The Lakers are currently 8-7 at home, 5-10 on the road, with the overall record of 13-17, which is currently 13th in the Western Conference. The Suns team came in with a record of 18-12, which coming in was fourth place in the Western Conference. The Suns team came in as the seventh best three-point shooting team in the league and the second best offensive team in the league. They take pretty good care of the ball, as they sit third in terms of the least turnovers in the league. With the game where Lebron was out the second night of a back-to-back, which was expected. AD out with the ankle injury. Austin Reeves out also with the ankle injury from last night. And a surprise, Russell Westbrook was also out tonight with right foot soreness. It was going to be tough coming into this game knowing that the Lakers are going to pull out or are going to be competitive and have some type of way to pull out a W. They would have to literally play perfect, hit most of their threes. They'd have to pretty much be shooting the same type of threes as the Suns are in terms of quantity, along with bench points, and it was a total opposite for the Lakers. Honestly, tonight, a bright spot tonight though was Dennis Schroeder. He had 30 points tonight, his highest as a Laker. His second highest was 28 with the Lakers when he his last stint with them, which is it was good seeing him take over the scoring for the Lakers tonight, being with him being the only player that was with that Laker team back in 2021 where they lost to the Suns in the playoffs. Taking a look just at the stat sheet tonight, you could see that Schroeder had he led the team tonight for scoring for the Lakers with 30 points from 29 minutes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 12 for 19 from the field, 2 for 2 behind the three-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 turnovers as a main ball handler, so kind of equating to Russell Westbrook type numbers in terms of turnovers. Obviously, I'm not comparing Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a better player. If Russ was playing in this game, Lakers probably would have been in this game. Probably would have been way closer than what the score was. Russ also facilitates the ball. Schroeder doesn't really do a good job of facilitating when he's focused on scoring. But with him being aggressive tonight, hopefully when the other players come back, as in LeBron, Austin Reeves, Russ, hopefully Dennis Schroeder keeps that same aggression, and he's not going to be scoring 30, but hopefully he'll be having like 12 to 14 a game. That'll be big for him, since he still is in the starting lineup under Darvin Ham. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. But good game from Dennis Schroeder. Thomas Bryant tonight, he got worked by DeAndre Ayton, but he put up 16 points tonight along with Lonnie Walker. They both shot about the same amount of shots. Thomas Bryant shot 6 for 12 tonight with 27 minutes, 5 rebounds. Lonnie Walker, in the first quarter, midway through, you saw Darvin Ham put Lonnie Walker to the side, and it seemed like he told him to pretty much shoot every time that he gets the ball, because literally after that meeting with Darvin Ham, anytime he got the ball from behind the three-point line, he was putting it up, and he wasn't very efficient tonight, 5 for 13. So not a great game that I expected from Lonnie Walker tonight. With LeBron, Austin Reeves, Russ out, I expected Lonnie Walker to come out and be the main punch on offense, but not really what I expected from him tonight, but it's all good. Again, he played 30 minutes, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 5 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 behind the three-point line. He was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. For the Lakers tonight, there was 4 Lakers in double figures, which was Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, Thomas Bryant, and Kendrick Nunn. One Laker had over 20 points tonight, which was Schroeder. For the Suns tonight, they had five. They had all their starters tonight in double figures, kind of like the Lakers' last game against the Wizards. They had three players over 20 points tonight, and DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, and Michael Bridges. You can see Chris Paul had 28 points tonight, still leading the team with Devin Booker out tonight with a sore groin, I believe. Yeah, with the sore groin. He had 28 points off 31 minutes, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, shot 9 for 18 from the field, 3 for 5 behind the three-point line, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. He had 2 steals tonight. He was plus 18 from the field. DeAndre Ayton, he was big tonight without Anthony Davis. He ate up Thomas Bryant tonight and Wenyen Gabriel every chance he could. He played 26 minutes tonight. He had 21 points, 11 rebounds. He was 9 from 11 from the field tonight. Made 1 3-pointer. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He was plus 11. Shamet also had a pretty good game himself. 13 points off 29 minutes, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. The Phoenix Suns shot 49% from the field tonight, going 46 for 93 to the Lakers 45%, which they shot 39 for 87. The Lakers got outshot tonight from the three-point line as well. The Suns made 20 3-pointers tonight, shooting 20 for 39, which was 51%, which you're not going to win ball games without Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Russell Westbrook, and Austin Reeves, which I've been talking about is arguably the Lakers' third most important player on this roster. LeBron out and AD out. He kind of becomes the Lakers' most important player, in my opinion. So Lakers got outshot. They got out free throw tonight, and the Lakers are the number 1 shooting free throw team in the league. They shot 17 free throws, shooting 14 for 17, which is 82%, which isn't that bad tonight. But Phoenix had 24 free throws, so they didn't shoot as much free throws as Phoenix. Turnovers, Lakers had 14 turnovers to Phoenix's 8. Assists, the Phoenix had 21 to the Lakers 13. Rebounding tonight, they got really out-rebounded, 51 to 38, in Phoenix's advantage. They both had 5 blocks tonight. Phoenix had 10 steals. The Lakers were pretty sloppy tonight in terms of their offense, and this team, or at least these lineups, haven't really played together with so much injuries tonight. So kind of expected. This was kind of like the South Bay Lakers playing tonight against the Phoenix Suns without Devin Booker. So tough night for them. Kind of expected loss, but they did play hard. They were down as much as 27 in the game. They brought the lead down to as low as 14 in the third quarter, and then Phoenix went on a run to end the third quarter and went back up by like 22 points. So not great for the Lakers. Looking at points in the paint tonight, since that stat sheet doesn't show the points in the paint, the Lakers are the number 2 team in the league right now in points in the paint. Tonight they got outscored in the paint 34 to 40 tonight. Literally in every category, the Lakers pretty much lost, and the Lakers lost 104 to 130. So it's no surprise there. The only thing they did win in tonight was fast break points, which was 14 to 3, which the Lakers lead the league in tempo. So it is what it is. It's kind of expected. But look, talking about Dennis Schroeder, he was really the bright spot in tonight's game. Hopefully we see more production from him when some of the bigger players come back, and I expect LeBron James and Russell Westbrook to probably be back next game. Austin Reeves, we'll see. He injured his ankle pretty bad last game against the Wizards, so we'll have to see with that. But tough night for the Lakers, and it was kind of expected, like I said last night, coming into the second game of a back-to-back with playing a Phoenix team who's currently ranked, I believe, 4th in the Western Conference. They still have great shooters on their roster, and the Lakers aren't a great perimeter defensive team, even though they have like all guards on their roster. It was tough. I want to look at Troy Brown tonight because I feel like Troy Brown, this was his time to really show what he could do with a lot of players out, for him to earn some time back into the rotation. He didn't play that well tonight, so kind of underperformed for what I wanted to see from him. He only had 3 points tonight off 21 minutes, 2 rebounds. He had an assist, 1 for 1 from the field, which was just a 3-pointer. He had a steal, a turnover. He was minus 14 from the field. So ultimately, you just got to kind of throw this game away and just look forward to the next game, honestly. You can't really say much with this team going in. You didn't really know what to expect with all these players out of the lineup tonight, with Russ unexpectedly missing tonight's game like 20 to 30 minutes before the game with foot soreness. So we'll have to see what happens with that and monitor that. But injury report tonight, Wenyen Gabriel came back. This was his first game back. I like what I saw from him. It was kind of important for the Lakers to get that energy back in the lineup. I think that's also going to help them when the actual players come back. Ha 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 ha. Crime de los Sopas. Yeah, tough night for the Lakers tonight. Tough night. But Wenyen Gabriel tonight, I liked what I saw from him. Not everything what he does shows in the stat sheet, but he played 27 minutes tonight, 4 points, 6 rebounds, shot 2 for 5 from the field tonight. So glad to finally see him back in the lineup, and hopefully we start to see more players trickle back in with the Lakers pretty much being short-staffed tonight. So a lot of scoring, a lot of defense out of the game. So for the injury report tonight, LeBron was out with ankle soreness. Russell Westbrook was out tonight with foot soreness. AD is out. Still no timetable for him or anything on his MRI. But now we currently have LeBron speaking following last night's game, since we didn't get to that, on Anthony Davis and his timetable. Sorry.
For as long as we can till we get our number one guy back. So, hope he just has a clear mind and try to take his time and understand that it's just temporary. And, he'll be back on the floor, sooner than later.
LeBron, going back to the offseason, obviously there was talks about the draft picks and whether to trade them or to keep them. And I was just kind of wondering, with it looking like Davis might be, the fact that he might be out for a while, are you concerned at all that it might make the front office any more reluctant to make a deal and get you guys the help that you need going into the playoffs?
Not a question for me. I have no idea. When I'm playing, I show up, prepare, and work, go to work, get my guys ready to go win a basketball game. I play the game. I'm not in the front office. So we see we see. But I'm focused on the game, and that's trying to win basketball games, especially when I'm out on the floor.
That was LeBron following last night's win to the Washington Wizards, talking about Anthony Davis and the front office. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Lakers do again with either if they end up punting the season with Anthony Davis being out, and definitely who knows when he's going to end up returning. There's been rumors about Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish from the Knicks, Terry Rozier, and maybe Gordon Hayward from the Hornets. A name out there too that hasn't been getting much speculation, but I think Duncan Robinson, that could be a option for the Lakers, which they saw him back in the 2020 NBA Finals for the Miami Heat, sharpshooter. With a disappointing season that he's had, he's only been shooting 32% in Miami. Maybe the Lakers take a chance on him. He does have 3 more years on his contract, so I don't know if that'll be too much to push the Lakers away, but him playing with LeBron to space the floor having some type of shooting. If you can somehow trade Russ, or if you could trade Pat Bev or Kendrick Nunn, that would be a plus, I think, for the Lakers. I just don't know if they want to go more into the salary cap. Can't blame LeBron. No, you can't blame LeBron. In his 20th season, 38 years old, playing how he's been playing. Second night of a back-to-back. He's going to miss some games. So it's kind of unfortunate. But with LeBron, he's doing everything that he can. LeBron just pointing to the front office. He comes in every day, does what he has to do. And we haven't seen a player play like LeBron's playing in his 20th season. So kind of tough to be LeBron, which he signed the extension with Rob Pelinka, saying that he'll secure his legacy and he'll add pieces to his roster. But with reports coming out that the Lakers they don't know what the Lakers are going to do following Anthony Davis's injury, if they're going to punt the season or continue. It's kind of mind-boggling, especially being a Laker fan my whole life and watching this franchise make moves. This franchise is focused on always winning now. And when you have two superstars on your roster, you need to be able to maximize their potential. And they failed to put good pieces around both of them. And I get they took a chance with Russell Westbrook, and LeBron did want Russ on this roster. And it did handicap them a lot because Russell Westbrook is obviously making the most on this roster above LeBron. So when you have a player that's making over $40 million coming off the bench, and he's been playing well this season, but not for a max contract. So it kind of makes the players around those three, you're signing them to pretty much minimum contracts or minimum player vet contracts, or the mid-level exception, which we ended up giving to Lonnie Walker, which, I mean, he's been playing well this season, but obviously he's not a great shooter. He talks like he's a great shooter and he's having a career year, but he's not that lockdown shooter that LeBron is used to playing with, who you can rely on with him driving the ball and kicking it out, that you're going to have like a 40% chance that he's going to make a shot. So it's tough. Another option out there is free agency still. They have names like DeMarcus Cousins still out there. Can he produce for the Lakers? He's kind of in and out of the league. The Lakers always have been linked to Darren Collison. Maybe they end up calling him up. Carmelo Anthony is still out there. He was on the Lakers last season, but he can't really defend anymore. But he could still shoot at a high level. So those are just some other options that the Lakers have to try to make some type of moves and stay competitive with Anthony Davis out, which we don't know how long he's going to be out for. So we also don't know how long Austin Reeves is going to be out, which arguably is going to be the Lakers' second or third best player with Anthony Davis out. So he said that he expected to play today, and he didn't, which I get. The adrenaline is going last night, and the next day it swells up. So, or an injury swells up your ankle. So I got why he didn't play tonight, and I think there's a good chance that Austin Reeves will play on Wednesday against Sacramento. We'll have to see, but that's also going to be another tough game up at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. So the Lakers could easily go 0-2 on this road trip, which is tough for the Lakers because they were literally, before this game, 2 games out of being at 500. And it's just the way that this season has been going. Just unfortunate injuries coming. People get sick. And it's always right after the Lakers have a good little stretch where you get some hope. And I feel like that's just the headline of this season. Even game to game, the Lakers have these false comebacks or these fake comebacks where they'll go down big within the first quarter, usually because they don't have scoring in their starting five, and I think that could be easily switched with they're placing Patrick Beverley out of the lineup, and possibly some people argue Dennis Schroeder, but if you're taking Pat Bev out of the lineup, I would actually prefer to keep Schroeder in the lineup just because of the quickness he has, and he's still a solid defender. So if you're going to lose Patrick Beverley in the starting lineup, I prefer to still keep Schroeder in for those purposes, but then sliding Austin Reeves in, or some people even say Troy Brown Jr. But tonight, he didn't really show much for me as well to be able to say, yeah, that's the guy who needs to start. He proved himself tonight, and he needs to get more minutes. He didn't show that to me tonight, so it's hard to really see and have a clear direction on what the Lakers are going to do, and it goes from the head coach up to the front office. Darvin Ham has done a pretty good job this season, but as a rookie head coach, there has been times where I can question his rotations, and Darvin Ham has been the first one to point out his mistakes, so credit to him. But with Rob Pelinka, I haven't heard anything from him since pretty much media day, which is kind of concerning. With I'm not used to all the scrutiny within the front office, and then the front office just stays really quiet. In the days where people will blame Mitch Kupchak, which was the former Lakers GM when Dr. Jerry Buss was running the organization after Jerry West, and while Jim Buss was running it, when things started to go a little downhill, Mitch Kupchak would still always take accountability. He would talk to the media, and he would address everything that's going on. With Rob Pelinka, it just seems like he's hidden behind the scenes. You don't see him really at games. We don't hear anything from him, so it's kind of tough. It's really tough, but yeah, with the Lakers having two superstars on the roster, and you can easily say with Anthony Davis being out, you can blame that on minutes that he's been playing. He's been playing the 5 with and playing over like 30 to 40 minutes a game. So, and Anthony Davis doesn't like playing the 5 either. That's why he's been saying he's been wanting to play the 4. So, that being said, I gotta put a lot of responsibility on why the Lakers are where they're at on the front office. Obviously, the players need to play, but man, like Derpy 501 said, LeBron's doing everything that he could do in year 20. You can't rely on him on being the number one option in his 20th season at 38 years old, which is what we're pretty much depending on him to do. We're waiting on Anthony Davis to come back, and there's no timetable on him. So the Lakers are kind of locked, and it wouldn't surprise me if they ended up just punting the season, to be honest, and letting Russell Westbrook just walk in the offseason. And then they'll have $30 million of cap space on the books. But like what I talked about at the end of the last post-game show, there's not that much big names that are going to be free agents this next offseason. So I think the most realistic trade for the Lakers would still be the one with San Antonio, even though the Lakers and San Antonio don't really make trades because Popovich hates the Lakers. But I still think the Poeltl and the McDermott trade would probably be the best for the Lakers right now in terms of getting some depth, getting a decent center who could also be a backup center if Anthony Davis does come back and Darvin Ham decides to still play him at the 5, he could be a viable option off the bench. The Miles Turner news has kind of gone down a bit since Indiana has been playing better basketball as of late. They're not in tanking mode, so they're not just gonna give the Lakers a favor and give up Miles Turner for one first-round pick and Patrick Beverley and Kendrick Nunn. So the Lakers will probably have to give up both of their first-round picks. And with the Lakers picks that they currently have right now, I don't see why they still have to foster those two firsts. Like, the Lakers have actually a lot of picks still. Those 2 first-round picks are the only ones that are really tradable for the Lakers. But even just going over what the Lakers currently have, let me pull that up right now for you guys so you guys could see this. And this is courtesy of Lakers Central, who talked about the picks that they currently have. Pull it up for you guys. So in 2023, the Lakers have the swap rights to the Lakers' first-round pick. The Lakers will either retain their own or get the Pelicans' first-round draft pick. The Lakers own their second-round pick and the Bulls' second-round pick. So that's for this upcoming season. Then in 2024, the Pelicans could claim the Lakers' first-round pick. If the Pelicans don't, this pick becomes tradable for the Lakers around draft time. The Lakers own either the Wizards or the Grizzlies' second-round pick as well. And then in 2025, if the Lakers don't take the 2024 pick, they can claim the Lakers' first-round pick that year, or the Lakers also own their second-round pick. Also, the Lakers will have a first-round pick in either 2024 or 2025, but we don't know which year yet because obviously the Pelicans get to pick. And then in 2026, the Lakers own their first-round pick. And then they have the Cavaliers own the second-round pick that the Lakers have. In 2027, they own both their first and second-round picks, which is a couple of the picks that that's out on the trade block. In 2028, they own their first-round pick. They own the worst of the second-round picks between them and the Wizards. So that's 2028. And then 2029, they own both their first and second round picks. So being LeBron James, who just signed an extension with this Laker team, and didn't put any pressure on this front office and trusted Rob Pelinka, who did win a championship for them back in 2020. But a lot of people could say that it was really Magic who really constructed that roster. Rob Pelinka made a couple of good tweaks to end up completing that roster, but he promised him that he would make some type of moves this season to make this roster better, and he hasn't. So is what Laker fans or LeBron fans have to look forward to this season is just him getting the number 1 scoring title of all time. Is that what the Lakers really have to play for this season? I hope not. I mean, the Lakers still have a chance to be able to be in the play-in tournament or even the playoffs still. Just looking at the standings right now, with the Western Conference being pretty compact, you can see that the Lakers are only a game and a half behind for the play-in spot right now at 10. So, and then they're 3.5 games behind the actual play-in playoff spot right now in 6th place. So definitely an opportunity for the Lakers to hopefully win some games and get back into at least play-in contention. But now we currently have Wenyen Gabriel speaking with the media following the Lakers' loss to the Phoenix Suns.
For us to get more of a rhythm, play together, and obviously for me, a game for me to come back and get some minutes.
They made 23s, shot over 50% from three-point range. You kind of take your hat off to those guys when they do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, they made shots. I mean, not every night you're going to make shots, but they've been playing really good all month, and they showed it tonight, so we got to get our hands out.
How about you personally? You're back. How'd you feel out there tonight?
I felt all right. My shoulder's feeling fine. And, I played 27 minutes, so my wind is doing fine too. So I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
Did you think it would be 27 minutes?
I did not, but I did know that LeBron and AD was out, so there was a possibility to put a lot of minutes tonight.
What's Darvin's message to you guys right now? Obviously, without 2 big players, as well as Austin Reeves, too.
It's just compete. I mean, it's been consistent throughout the season. It's for us to continue to compete. And tonight, I think we competed for a good moment. We had a chance where I think it was like 13, but they got to pull away. But, he's got to regroup and finish his road trip strong.
Sacramento in a couple of days. Kind of a very competitive team up there this year. What are you expecting from the Kings?
And they've been scoring a lot of points, so the defense is going to be really big for us, and obviously we'll have to put up some points as well. But they play fast and shoot a lot of threes, so we're going to see our old teammate Malik up there, and obviously that was my first team that I played for too, so I'm back home in SAC too.
What's your message to Malik?
Malik, be ready. I ain't got nothing else to say for that.
All right, thanks for your time, Wayne.
Thank you, bro.
That was Wenyen Gabriel speaking with the media following the Lakers' loss to the Phoenix Suns with the final score again of 104-130. Wenyen Gabriel, his first game back coming from a left shoulder sprain. He had 4 points tonight, playing 27 minutes off his first game back. So he was pretty surprised about that. But he brought in 6 rebounds. Just his energy, deflections for rebounds for other players. His hustle, that's what he ends up bringing to the table. So glad he's back. I'm really going to be intrigued to see what he does with LeBron coming back and Austin Reeves and Russ. He plays well when he's on the floor with Thomas Bryant, which today we saw some action with him and Damian Jones, which I didn't like to see at all. I don't really like seeing Damian Jones on the floor at all to begin with, and he had a decent game last game where he was catching lobs and got a few buckets there. But today, Damian Jones played 22 minutes, 3 points, 7 rebounds, shot 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He was minus 11 from the field. So it's kind of tough when you don't have much depth on this roster. And like I said, there's a lot of holes on this roster, whether if it's we have too much guards, little guards who can't shoot. Our guards can't really defend other than really like Patrick Beverly. Or honestly, the guards could defend when they want to defend. In the beginning of the season, they were the 4th best defensive team in the league, and they've been dropping ever since. Now they're currently ranked. Let's see what they're currently ranked. They're currently 16th in the league right now in defense. Their offensive rating dropped to 21st after this game, so not great for the Lakers. But looking towards the next game against the Sacramento Kings coming up on Wednesday, we could see the comparison between the two here. Obviously the Sacramento Kings, they're like you heard from Wenyen Gabriel, they're a big scoring game or a big scoring team where they're currently 4th in pace right now. The Lakers are tied for 2nd. They've been on top of the board for the season so far in terms of pace. The Sacramento team is currently 4th in field goal percentage. The Lakers are tied for 9th. So pretty good shooting team again that the Lakers are going to be facing. They're also 6th in 3-point field goals at 13.4 threes a game. So the Lakers need to do a good job again next game of defending the perimeter and De'Aaron Fox, along with trying to contain the boards on Domantas Sabonis. Sorry. So it's going to be another tough game for the Lakers, and let's see what their current ratings are. They're currently rated 6th in offensive rating. They're 16th in defensive rating, so they're about middle of the pack in defense. Their net rating, they're currently 8th, and they're 5th in assists. So just looking at all the greens here, you can see they're 4th in field goal percentage, which I just went over. They're 6th in 3-point made, 6th in 3-point attempts, 7th at getting to the free throw line, and the Lakers really dropped today after being they've been the number 1 or number 2 team in the league in terms of getting to the free throw line. Let's see if they're even still first. The Lakers are now 2nd in free throws made and 3rd in free throw attempts, and they came into this game, I believe they were first, if not 2nd. So with tonight's game to Phoenix, where they only shot 17 free throws tonight, the Lakers ended up dropping down to 3rd. So Again, with Anthony Davis not on the roster, LeBron not in the game, Austin Reeves, who's been one of the Lakers' best players this season in terms of getting to the free throw line, is kind of expected. I like to see Lonnie Walker get to the paint a little more. I like to see more screen actions for him, catching, shooting threes off some flare screens, and getting some pick and roll action with him, going to his dominant hand on the right, and maneuvering in the lane with his athleticism. I don't want to see Lonnie Walker just standing behind the paint. So that's why I was a little disappointed today with Lonnie Walker's play for the Lakers today. So gonna be tough next game for the Lakers down in Sacramento coming up on Wednesday. Make sure to catch that game. It's gonna be Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I'll also be going live following that game. And then the Lakers end up playing the Hornets back at home on Friday. That's going to be down at Crypto.com Arena at 7:30. And then they end up playing the Mavs on Christmas down in Dallas. And that's going to be a early 11:30 a.m. game. So make sure you guys mark that on your calendars. So tough stretch coming up for the Lakers. I'm not sure if the Lakers will pull out a win in Sacramento with LeBron coming back. Hopefully Austin Reeves will be back as well. That'll be a tough game for them to come out of. I think the Hornets is probably a game that the Lakers could look to possibly take that game away. LaMelo Ball is back with that team, though. Looking at Charlotte, the last few games, let's see, they're currently playing right now. They're actually currently beating the Kings 99-92 in the fourth quarter with 10:30 left. They lost to the Nuggets by 4, so they were in a pretty competitive game with them. The Hawks beat them 125-106. That's not very surprising. The Pistons beat the Hornets 141-134, and we just saw the Pistons. They're pretty bad. The Sixers beat the Hornets 131-113, and then the Knicks beat the Hornets 121-102. The Nets beat the Hornets before that 122-116. Then the Clippers beat the Hornets in a 2-point game. So the Hornets can be competitive and kind of play up to their opponents when they want to. So that's going to be another game that's going to be pretty much a coin flip. So we'll have to see what happens there. But now we currently have Darvin Ham speaking with the media following the Lakers' loss to the Phoenix Suns 104-130.
We gave up some offensive rebounds early in the first half. So the mission was to kind of, correct that. I thought we defended a little bit better in the second half. I thought we allowed ourselves to get organized a little bit better. And you take your hats off to them, even without Devin Booker and Cam Johnson, some of their other pieces, campaign. They're still a formidable ball club, with CP3 and Aiden and Bridges out there, along with their role guys. And Torrey Craig kills you. He saw the ball go in over and over again from 3, and, he is who he is on offensive glass. And they were just solid. That's a well-oiled machine over there. My hat's off to them. They took care of business tonight, and I feel like our guys competed to the best of their ability.
Presuming AD would still be out in Sacramento, do you think you would get most everybody else back that didn't play tonight?
We'll see. We'll everyone will be reevaluated this evening and in the morning, and go up to Sac and hope to finish the road trip the right way.
Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of nights where Dennis gets the kind of usage they got tonight, but do you kind of hope for a guy like that scoring 30, 12 for 19, that rhythm kind of continues when he has more help around him?
No, I just want him to suck, for the rest of the way, Kyle. Hell yeah, I want the rhythm to continue. I do. Yeah. It's good. I'm just teasing you. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You got to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. But Definitely. That's, there's silver linings within our business, within the game at this level where, okay, you take a loss, you never want to be comfortable or get used to losing, but at the same time, Dennis gets a chance to get a rhythm going. You see K-Nunn, he's allowed to see the ball go in some, Max and just getting no real game minutes. Winyan gets out there after being out. He gets to run up and down a little bit and try to get his rhythm back. But, it's good in that way. But definitely Dennis, I'm happy he had the type of night he had offensively, and hopefully it carries over.
Darvin, there's a play in the third quarter where Pat scores on Chris and does the too small. You guys are down, I think, 24 at the time. Is that just does that sort of epitomize sort of his competitiveness? And did you like that? Do you like that the team?
I learned a long time ago you can't tell a human being how to be. I'm not God. We only look up to God. We look around at each other as human beings. But Pat is Pat. He wears his feelings on his sleeve. He wears his passion on his sleeve. He makes big plays and big moments. I love to see my guys enjoying the game, doing what they do, and it's good, man. I think everybody is getting a little too uptight where guys celebrate. I don't want to see the league get to a place. Obviously you have to be. There's sportsmanship issues, right? And you have to be respectful of your opponent. I get that, and I think for the most part we are. But I don't want to see the league get to a place where players can't have natural enthusiasm. The passion and emotion that's involved with this game, and the trash talking, as long as no one's disrespecting another person's family or spouse or kids or anything like that, I think it's fodder. It's fun fodder, man. And, I played with a bunch of trash talkers, and it made the game fun. It made the game, more interesting. It's like the little mental game within the game. So, again, as long as it's nothing disrespectful, it's cool to me. And Pat epitomizes that, and I love to see when he's out there having fun.
That was Darvin Ham speaking with the media following the Lakers' loss tonight, with the final score of 130 to 104. At the end, Darvin Ham talking about Patrick Beverley with his gesture in the third quarter with 9-11, where the Lakers are down by 19 points, saying that Chris Paul is too small, which I guess I'll give it a pass because it's Chris Paul, and I don't really like Chris Paul, but Patrick Beverley's a clown. I hope the Lakers trade him. He kind of came into a bad situation to begin with him kind of being a rebel, and Laker fans not really liking him to begin with his run with the Clippers and how loud he was, and coming to the Lakers and kind of stinking it up and shooting a career low behind the three-point line, not playing great defense like he has before. So tough situation for him, and obviously for the Lakers, which I've talked about all post-game show, with all the injuries stacking up and everything else going on around them. So we'll have to see. Going over tonight's scores around the NBA, the Cavs beat the Jazz tonight with the score of 122 to 99. The Sixers beat the Raptors tonight in overtime, 104 to 101. The Hawks beat the Magic tonight, 126 to 125. The Bucks beat the Pelicans tonight, 128 to 119. The Thunder beat the Blazers tonight, 123 to 121 off SGA Shea Alexander buzzer beater. The Spurs beat the Rockets tonight, 124 to 105. The Timberwolves beat the Mavs tonight, 116 to 106. Wow. And then now currently the Kings are playing the Hornets, like I talked about earlier, with the Hornets leading right now 106 to 102. So hopefully the Hornets get that win out. So they're not coming off a loss, and they're looking for a desperation win. So we'll see what happens with that game. But yeah, that ends up doing it for me tonight, Laker fans. Make sure to tune in next game against the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday. I'll be going live following that game, and hope you guys